What is going on, Salami Squad? It is the Meat Pack in the building, and we are here bringing you the Meat Picks, week number 7 on them, boys. Holy crap, NFL season is flying by, but it's going pretty good so far. So before we get into it, this week we're going to bring up the graphic. This is how everyone is doing. Last week, Twiggy's hitting a solid 10 every week. I had a pretty solid week sitting here, 11-3. Jimmy splitting down the middle, and then Church and Cruz hitting that ugly 7-9, but plenty of games left. We're at 99 total here on the season, so plenty of room. A couple of weeks we could swing this thing back. This could change quickly, but we got Jimmy up in the lead here by a game on me, so look at that, dude. Shout out Jimmy. Yeah, dude.
Are you surprised?
Actually, yes. But, all right, boys, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off week 7, we got Thursday night football, and we got a real shit show for you here. We got the Cleveland Browns going up against the Denver Broncos. Give me the Browns here, boys. Obviously, Baker is out with the injury, but I think that run game is just going to be dominant over the Broncos here, and then that defense is going to eat as well. So I've been pretty pro Bronco these past couple of weeks, but kind of proving me wrong here. So, yeah, give me the Brownies here.
I agree. I don't really know. I mean, this game can go either way. I could really, really see Denver pulling this out. Cleveland has a bunch of injuries. I think Jarvis Landry's coming back this week, though. I don't know. I think that the Browns are just slightly better coached. I don't know. I mean, it can be a toss-up. I'm going to say I picked the Browns, but I could see it going either way.
Yep, I'm going to ride that train too, boys. I'm with the Browns here. I think even with all the injuries, they're probably just a more talented team. That defensive line, those lines, both offense and defense on the Browns are crazy. Case Keenum, probably one of the better backups in the league. He's going to be starting tonight. And, I'm just going to put it on the Browns for a one-game winner here.
No way they don't win here, right, boys? We're all on the Browns. All right, moving on here, starting off our Sunday 1 p.m. slate. We got the Tennessee Titans facing off against Kansas City Chiefs here. This is a tough one to pick, man, because I think both these teams have incredible offenses, but their defenses suck. So, I mean, Titans surprised me big time last week in that dub against the Bills. Chiefs rolled over football team last week. So, this is one I would personally like to stay away from. But just kind of basing it off of Tennessee's track record so far this season, I'm going to go ahead and take the Chiefs on this one.
I picked the Titans, actually. I think that even though the Bills should have won that game, they were one slip away. Literally, Josh Allen slips and misses that play, and I would have won the game. No, but they played excellent against an on-fire team, and they finally shut them down. I thought that game was a statement game. This team has more to offer than we think. I think they got obviously let down against the Jets. They've lost close games as well. I think that the Chiefs are on a downward spiral. I don't know what they can do to fix the path they're on. Maybe some free agencies and
defense.
Exactly. But a lot of the times is Mahomes playing hero ball. So we'll see. I am confident that the Titans will take this one, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be an absolute shootout here. I think we're looking at like 60, 70 points. I don't know what the over is, but give it to me. Give it to me all day. I think the Chiefs pull it out by like a touchdown. I think this is just going to be who has the ball last kind of thing, who's going to score the last touchdown here. But, yeah, I think both these teams are going to put up a lot of points. Pat Mahomes, we know what they can do in that offense. And the Titans, I don't think anyone's ever going to stop Derrick Henry. He might have 5,000 yards. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be real high scoring, but I think the Chiefs end up winning it just because they might have the ball last.
Nice. Facts. Definitely got to acknowledge Derrick Henry, who is eating this year. All right. Have an incredible year. King. All right. Moving on. Next up, we got Green Bay Packers against Washington football team here. And I'm just going to take the Packers here, man. That's kind of a given. Football team I do think they are trending up. I think they're starting to look better each week, starting to piece a couple different things back together, but I'm just yet to see a complete game from them. And then on the other side of that, people are so down on the Packers after like that week 1 loss. Everyone's like, Aaron Rodgers ruined the locker room. They're trash. And they are rolling that thing now. I still own Chicago, people. All right. I mean, just eating up. I mean, they're just going to steamroll them. I mean, that's just all it is. Give me the Packers. That's an easy one for me.
I agree. I'm picking the Packers as well. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think both their defenses are just getting their feet underneath them. Obviously, it's still pretty early, week 7 here. I expected a lot more from the Redskins. If you would have asked me to pick this game earlier in this, like beginning of the season, I would say it's a close one. Maybe even give it to the football team here. But it's just Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's a beast. He's going to keep this team going. He's going to keep the team afloat no matter what they do on defense. So give me the Packers.
Yeah, we're gonna start censoring Jimmy over there.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
You gotta chill. But yeah, I got the Packers here too, boys. I think it's gonna be a real easy win for them. I think they're just all around the better team here. I think Washington they need a steady quarterback at the helm. I think rumor mill you got Tua possibly going to Washington. I heard it, but yeah, I don't know. They need somebody behind center. But I think the Packers win it here. I think it's easy for them.
Too easy there, boys. So let's keep this thing rolling. We got one of the better matchups I think we got this week. We got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Both these teams coming off a pretty big steamroll 30-point W's last week. So someone's got to lose this. I think this is another shootout type game here. I like the over on this. I don't know what the line is. This is a toss-up for me. Legit flip the coin. Got the Ravens. Going with the Ravens. I mean, Lamar, week after week, is starting to prove himself. Everyone's always saying, Lamar's starting to get figured out. I think that's bullshit at this point. It's pretty much impossible to figure him out. I mean, he's going to eat. And the rest of the team's starting to do their part. I mean, Marquise Brown looking better week after week. Then on the other side, this Bengals, I just love their offense so much. The Joey Burrow, Jamar Chase combo. Jamar Chase probably offensive rookie of the year at this point. I don't know. This is going to be a good game, but give me the Ravens.
Yeah, this rivalry is really nice. It's finally starting to heat up again. But I like the Ravens here as well. I think that the Bengals are in a really hot streak. They look really good. Everything is falling into place for them. They got their franchise quarterback, a good coach, good running system. Their entire team is well put together. I think the Ravens are going to put them in their place. I think Lamar Jackson still has that magical X factor. And like Richman said, it's teams can like see or think what he's going to do, but he's going to beat it anyways. You know what I mean? He's that transcendent of a talent that he can beat whatever scheme you put against him. And I think the X factor in this game is actually Mark Andrews. He has been on fire recently, beat my ass in fantasy the last 3 weeks, going against him every week. But yeah, I like the Ravens in this matchup.
Yep, boys, I'm going to roll with you. I agree. I think the Ravens do take this one home. Like you said, Mike, I'm on the high scoring game here. Agree with everything you guys said. The one thing I'd like to point out, Ravens, that Rashad Bateman hopping in there, I think he's going to be big rookie for them. They needed like a second wide receiver. I mean, Mark Andrews obviously is there, but next to Hollywood, they need a guy on the outside to help him out there. And I think Rashad Bateman can take some of that pressure off of Hollywood and Mark Andrews and just be like an option there for him, for Lamar to start, slinging it through the air. And if they can go through the air just as much as they can run the ball, then that team is going to be scary. They already are. So, yeah, I got the Ravens here.
Great points there. Couldn't agree more. Keep this thing rolling. We got the New York Giants against Carolina Panthers. And I think we know how I feel about the Giants at this point, just struggling to put together any sort of W. And on the other side of that, I think the Panthers are a pretty solid team. They lost a close one, 34-28 against the Vikings last week. That was a great game to watch, shootout type vibe, but give me the Panthers here. Sam Darnold and the boys. I mean, I'm trying to struggle to say more words here, but the Giants fucking suck. So give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think this game will come down. Well, if you asked me to pick this game last week before I saw the Vikings game, I would have said that the Panthers would win only because the Giants would lose, because the Giants are just much of a dumpster fire. But last week really proved me wrong about Sam Darnold and his team, because I used to think that they were really, really reliant on Christian McCaffrey. I mean, obviously one of the best running back talents in the league, but they're proving that they can be a competent offense without him. I think their defense is really underrated. I think their defense is really solid. But yeah, I think that this is like almost a bye week for them. The Giants are in no shape or form to compete. If they prove me wrong, so be it. But I highly doubt it. Give me the Panthers in this one.
Yeah, I agree with you guys again. I'm going to go with the Panthers. I think the thing with the Panthers is they're like good at every position. They're not excellent at anything other than running back when Christian McCaffrey is healthy, obviously. But with him out there, just solid at every position. They don't really make a lot of mistakes. Sam Darnold seems like he can get the job done. Obviously, I think it's a good team. It's a team that we probably like see go like 9-7 or what is it 9-8 now, I guess, with 17 games. But they're a good team. And the Giants, you said it, Mike. They fucking suck. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Yeah, boys, I'm right there with you. I do think, I don't like the Giants, but one of these weeks they're going to look great, and everyone's going to flip the script. But I don't know, it's going to happen. It's just how that organization runs over there. But moving it on, we got Miami Dolphins against the Atlanta Falcons, and I just cannot get a freaking read on these Dolphins this season, man. I mean, last year we kind of saw their defense carry them into that playoff run, and they're the most turnovers in the league on defense, special teams, etc. Just kind of eating in every phase of the ball. And then the Falcons, just love to lose games for some reason. So I don't like picking this one here. I am going to roll with the Falcons, though. Give me the dirty birdies. I don't know. We got Miami coming back off of a pretty big upset loss in London last week against the Jags, honestly. So, I mean, they're going to be looking to kind of get back in the schedule here, get right back on track. But I don't think they do it against the Falcons. I just kind of like Matt Ryan and the boys to get it done here.
I think so as well. I think that the big X factor here is actually just jet lag. Coming back from across the pond. I've read multiple stories about how players get really messed up from that. Just because they have a routine, have a schedule. Even when they travel across country, it's nothing compared to going across the Atlantic Ocean. Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Falcons can put up points. I'm not going to debate that. And the Dolphins have shown signs of being good. I think Jalen Waddle's come into his own. I think he'll evolve to a great receiver one day. I don't know. I mean, this is a game where I was like, maybe they'll tie because both teams, you're right, just love to lose. I don't know what it is. The Dolphins, everyone thought they'd be hyped this year. We keep talking them down, but they keep proving us right. So give me the Falcons this one. It'll be a high-scoring game, I think, though. But Falcons will take it.
Yeah, I think this is just not a great game to watch. I think it's going to be pretty ugly. Two teams that have sorely disappointed to start the year. Not a lot of excitement. Maybe on the offensive side of the ball, like you're saying, with some young talent. Jalen Waddle, like you said, is good. Kyle Pitts with the Falcons needs to show that he was worth a top 5 pick. He had one breakout game, and that was kind of it. He hasn't really done much aside from that. So look for him to maybe get a good game in here. But I actually have the Dolphins here. I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. I don't think either of these teams have put much together to start the year, and I have the Dolphins winning just because that's what I thought.
Fair enough. I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of punting going on in this game, so look out for the punters. Next up, we got New England Patriots against the New York Jets, and let's just be honest here, boys. Bill Belichick has made a lot of his career just eating up the Jets, all right? But, with all that aside, I really like what New England's got cooking up right now on offense. Big Mac has come into the league, and honestly, out of all the starting rookie quarterbacks, I think he's kind of the most proven at this point. Just can go in there into the pocket and just do the damn thing. I think, he's going to grow very well into this New England system, and they're just going to continue to build the system around him just like they did to Tom, I think. So I really like Mac Jones. I really like this New England offense. And then the Jets, man, they're just also having another struggle year. Definitely looking a lot better than last year. Not really in competition for a worse team right now, but they're up there. So I don't know. Give me the Patriots. I'm just looking for the Jets to piece one together here with the new coach, new quarterback, everything. I mean, Zach Wilson has to stop throwing interceptions. I think that's a big part of it. But yeah, give me a Patriots money line. That's a lock for me.
Yeah. All I'm going to say about this one is that it's Bill Belichick against the Jets. Wash. I'm done.
Yeah, Pat's definitely as well. Belichick, like you guys said, made a living off the Jets and rookie quarterbacks. He gets both here in this matchup. Zach Wilson's going to be in for a rough one. I don't even know if they make it to double-digit points here. But speaking of Mac Jones, man reminds me of an old Drew Brees, just throwing it accurately. He's completing 70% of his pass, 65, 70%. That's insane. He's just throwing to the open guy, check down. He's not doing anything crazy. He's not really going out there and throwing for 400 yards, but, he's getting the job done. Bill Belichick knows how to do defense, and they're doing that, and they're winning games.
Great points, dudes. We'll keep it moving here. Next up, we got Las Vegas Raiders against Philadelphia Birds. And I honestly think both these teams match up pretty fair. Take my fan bias out of it. I think this is a pretty solid matchup. Last week, Raiders obviously had the John Gruden scandal. Were able to rally and look really good and get a dub. When you have team drama like that, it's either going to go one way or the other. And it kind of seems like they came together and are going to be able to finish this season out pretty solid. So shout out, Raiders for doing that. But I'm just on these Birds right now, man. I want to see Miles Sanders get fed the ball a little bit more. We got to run. And I want to see some legitimate pass plays. I'm tired of the screen pass. It's not working. It's literally a meme at this point. Nick Sirianni on the screen pass. Kind of fucking sick of it. But all that being said, I do like the Eagles to get the W here in a close one. I think there's a field goal type game. Like I said, I think both these teams match up super well. But I'm going to ride with the Birds here. Close game, like I said.
Okay. I don't know. I picked the Ravens to win this one. But yeah, if the Eagles were to win this game, it'd be on the ground. Granted, Sirianni seems to have some disdain for Miles Sanders and or the run game because Kenneth Gainwell hasn't been playing much either. But so that being said, the Raiders' run defense is atrocious, but the Eagles' run defense is also atrocious. So look for Josh Jacobs to have a career game. That's where this game is going to be won and lost, is in the trenches and on the ground. Obviously, Derek Carr can sling it. That's going to be a threat. If Hurts can figure out how to throw a deep ball, that'll be a threat as well, with Quez Watkins being a speedy receiver. And the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith, just got his jersey from DHK today, boys. Let's go. But the thing about the Eagles is every year they win one game that they have no business winning. But I think that game was against the Panthers. I think they had no business winning that game, and they won it. So they might have spoiled the big surprise win of the year. But give me the Raiders here, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to go with the Birds here. I think they're going to pull out the W. I love my Birds, that. I think, like you said, Mike, it's going to be about a field goal game. I think maybe Hurts, maybe he makes the long throw, the deep throw, he gets one or two in, and I don't think this game is going to be terribly high scoring, even with both these defenses kind of not being the best. I just don't know. I just don't have a feeling that this game is going to be crazy high scoring. Hopefully Sirianni figures it the fuck out and gives the ball to Miles Sanders, like y'all are saying. We need that to happen, but I don't know. I got the Birds by a field goal.
I kind of agree with what Jimmy's saying here a little bit too. We're just going to be won and lost on the ground here. Also, look out for third down conversions. Both these teams are horrible at converting third down, so probably whoever gets more first down is going to take the dub here. So let's go ahead, keep this thing rolling. We got a terrible fucking matchup, boys. We got the Los Angeles Rams going against the defeated Detroit Lions right here. And hey, man, Lions are still in here. I'm still riding with them. I love them at this point. Dan Campbell came in there, got some hype, biting some kneecaps, just getting real angry on the field. I love the vibe, the mentality they got going on, the culture. But their football team fucking sucks, let's be honest. And especially going against a super, super dominant Rams right here. It's going to be a really rough one for the Lions. Their draft stock is going up and up. They're probably going to get that number one pick. That's probably what they're looking to at this point in the season. So I love DeAndre Swift. I think he'll get his like he always does. But, yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, definitely give me the Rams. The only caveat to that is if there's some terrible, terrible misfortune of the Rams that the Lions paid Matt Stafford to be a double agent, and come back and purposely lose against his former team. But I don't see that happening. I see Matt Stafford taking his revenge for wasting, not doing great with his career, not building a team around him. Well, that's debatable. But regardless, though, I see a blowout victory. I see Matt Stafford getting benched in the fourth quarter because he's playing so well. And they're just like, we want to save him for later. So Rams easily.
Yeah, guys, this easy pick. Definitely the Rams. Catch Dan Campbell calling out Jared Goff in the press conference, dude. I don't know. Jared Goff, yeah, he definitely does. He's definitely been a guy that they did not think was going to be this bad. He thought he was going to kind of help this offense rather than hurt it. But, Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, Jared Goff maybe picks it up against his former team, but not enough to catch a W. Definitely Rams.
Yeah, you boys said that. I didn't even realize revenge game for both these quarterbacks. So maybe that'll put a little fire in the Lions. You already know Matt Stafford is trying to put a hurting on the Lions. I mean, he's been trying to do that his whole career. So I think this is going to be an interesting one to watch, even though the score might not be that close. But let's keep this thing moving. Next up, we got Tampa Bay Bucks. Again, Chicago Bears. Come on, boys. Give me the Bucks. Chicago Bears just getting embarrassed at home by Aaron Rodgers last week. I mean, only putting up 2 tugs, whole lots of punts. I mean, Bears are really struggling right now. I mean, Khalil Mack looking midseason form right now, eating on defense for sure. But Tampa Bay Bucks are just much more complete team. Money line W, 100%.
Yeah. The only thing I can see happening, I mean, I picked the Bucks to win, but the only thing I can see happening is Brady might struggle a bit against that Bears defense. I mean, I say for a bit, maybe like a quarter or two until he figures it out. Obviously, if Rodgers can do it, anything he can do, Brady can do better at this point. Seems to be the common theme. But yeah, I don't see much of a competition here. Justin Fields will be a game manager. I think they have that Damian running back. I forget his last name, Damian Harris. He looked pretty good. But yeah, he's not enough to carry this lackluster offense to a victory. So give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm not really going to speak too much on this game. The Bucks are definitely going to win it here. Tom's going to Tom.
Facts. All right, let's keep it rolling. We got Arizona Cardinals versus Houston Texans. This is just another terrible matchup here. Arizona Cardinals obviously sitting here undefeated right now, and I think they're going to just stay undefeated this week. They just look like the most complete team in the league right now. Obviously, the record shows it. Offense is electric. We were all saying last year, if Kyler Murray could just do this, if he could just do this, they would be so good. This year, he's figuring it out. They're looking great. Just added Zach Ertz. Shout out my boy right there. Filling a big position. They had a huge hole on tight end, and getting Zach Ertz is huge. That's honestly was the only hole on this Cardinals team. So I think they're elite at this point, and then we kind of know what's going on with the Houston Texans. Davis Mills, honestly looking all right. I'm not out on Davis Mills, but I am out on the Texans. So, yeah, I'm riding with the Cardinals here.
Yeah, this is a stomping ground game for the Cardinals. They're going to march in there. Another bye week game. They face some easy opponents, but they face some really tough opponents. I think that their league or their division is the toughest in football still. Might be a hot take. But again, like boy Zach Ertz, he's going to go in there and win a Super Bowl with them. They're my Super Bowl favorites at this point. They just look so good on offense and defense. I think their defense really surprised me this year. A lot of players stepped up. But yeah, this is an easy pick for me. Give me the Cards here.
Yep. Yeah, definitely easy pick, guys. Definitely the Cardinals. Yeah, it just seems like the veterans that they signed in the offseason or traded for are really stepping up. Like you got J.J. Watt, A.J. Green, like those guys that they brought in, and people were like, damn, are they going for a Super Bowl? They are. Then they're that team. They're definitely playing to like the top of their potential right now, and it's impressive to watch. And yeah, it's going to be an easy win for them.
Yeah, shout out Cliff Kingsbury just bringing that shit together. I mean, they're looking great. So let's move it on. We got San Francisco 49ers against Indianapolis Colts. This is a little tough one for me. I do like the Colts getting the W here. And the San Fran team is just so riddled with injuries. Literally for the past 3 years since they were in that Super Bowl, I mean, just have been injured, just struggling to get dubs. So, I don't know. I don't got too much to say with this one, but give me the Colts. I think Colts won last week, and they're kind of starting to roll into it. Carson Wentz looking a lot better than he did in Philly, so shout out for him. But, yeah, just give me a Colts dub here. I kind of like the Colts here.
I picked the Niners only for an upset. I mean, I really honestly have no rhyme or reason. This wasn't even like I couldn't pick a team. I just decided to pick an upset this week. I don't know. I mean, I guess Trey Lance is still starting. If he is, it'll be a good stepping up game for him because he's playing against a good defense. Like good, but not like great. It's understandable to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just picked the Niners for no particular reason. Just have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts here. I think the home game here, I think this is a close game. Wentz, like you said, looks really good. Jonathan Taylor looks like an absolute beast, one of the best running backs in the league. Their run game over there is really good. Their offensive line, of course, is good, just like it has been the last couple of years. one of the best in the league. Carson Wentz kind of doing his thing, just like seems like he'll just get 1 or 2 passes for like 70 yards, and that's kind of all they need to win the game sometimes. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts here in a close one.
I like that. So we'll get to our last game of the week here, boys. Monday night, we got Seattle Seahawks versus New Orleans Saints. And this is another kind of toss-up game here for me. I like both these offenses. Seahawks kind of rolling a little bit right now. Not going to lie. I think they're looking really good. Geno Smith, I mean, obvious. I don't know. He's looking all right. I think he's filling in. Russ is going to be out for the next, 3 to 4 weeks with that thingy surgery. So look for him to come back angry. And then the other side of that, this Saints team, it's just the Jameis Winston effect. Same thing as when he was down in Tampa. It's like you're either going to win by 30 or you're going to lose by 30. There's no in between. I just don't get it. This dude is gunslinger by heart for sure. But I picked the Saints to win this one here, boys. I don't know. This is my upset of the week. I'm not sure what the line is, but I think the Saints are very inconsistent. But when they're good, they're very good. And I think this is going to be one of the weeks where they pull it out and get the dub.
I think you're absolutely right. I pick the Saints as well. I think that Geno Smith will have a game where he trips up, and this will be it. Third game in, he's going to make some mistakes, I believe, against a good defense. But you're right. Jameis Winston, he's either going to win you the game or lose you really bad. He's obviously a gunslinger, like you said earlier, but yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to rely on Geno Smith. I don't think he's going to step up. I do think he's serviceable. I think he's a great backup quarterback. But I just feel like he's going to trip up this game and give the Saints the victory.
Yeah, I'm on the Saints here. Also, I think Geno Smith, like you guys said, he's just kind of not that guy. They kind of never expect Russell Wilson to go down. I mean, Geno's been there for a couple of years now, and then when Russ goes down, it's like, oh shit, what do we do? How do we go on offense? Because he's their whole offense. Sometimes it seems like he just makes magic happen. And when they don't have him, that offense kind of has no identity anymore, especially without Chris Carson, who I'm pretty sure is also out this week. So yeah, they're just kind of hurting on injuries over there in Seattle, and their defense has never been that great, at least the past few years. I mean, other than Jamal Adams, who just likes to blitz. And, I mean, Jameis Winston, look out for him to go 30 for 30, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions this year. But, yeah, I got the Saints here.
Jamal Adams, best in the nation, getting hit in the face with that interception, dude. That was a great clip. All right, boys, but that's going to go ahead and wrap up our Week 7 picks. Real quick, let's throw it to that graphic, Richie. This is what we got right now, boys. Not going to look the same next week. Plenty of room for improvement. I can pretty much guarantee you right now I'm about to go flawless, 15-0 on them. But we'll see what happens at the end of this week here, boys. So with that being said, Salami Squad, fuck!
Perfect.